with me, and we've got a 2012 Ford Mondeo 2-litre tdci, which is having a timing belt and water pump kit. So let's get involved. First thing we need to do is remove this timing cover with a few 10mm and just pull all the pipes out of the way. I will show you in a minute, but you're gonna have to bear with me because I have got a bit of man flu and I'm feeling a bit sorry for myself. So yeah, we've got to plod on though, haven't we? Now, to remove that upper timing cover, you can do it with the engine mount on, but however, you need to take it off anyway. It's a little bit less hassle because it is 110mm, which is just by there, and it is a little bit of a nightmare to get to. Right, now we need to get this engine timed up. It's fairly simple to do. There's a little notch in the camshaft pulley there which aligns into the cylinder head, which we're going to be using these tools with. I've had this timing kit best part of probably 15 years. Now the ones we need is that one to go in the camshaft, and also I think it's that one that goes behind the starter motor into the flywheel. Now before we send the vehicle up in the air, what we're going to do is jump on our 15mm long aviation spanner, pull that tensioner, and we can get this alternator belt off now. It should, well, I can't do it with one hand, but anyway, you get the gist of it. Now we've got the vehicle fully raised, we have removed all the inner wheel arch, obviously the driver's side front wheel, and we've also jumped around on the 21mm and removed the crankshaft pulley. Now we've got that off, the crankshaft pickup ring. Take extra care with this because you don't want to damage it. If you do, that car isn't going to run. So just pull it off and put it to one side and keep it nice and safe. Make sure it doesn't fall off, and then we can get the timing tool. Actually, you can't. What we need to do is put the crankshaft pulley back, crankshaft bolt back in, like so. Nip it up, and then we can turn it ever so slightly, and we can lock that crank. Now we've got that sorted, we can go around now and lock the crank and get our timing pin. And it go, I don't know if you can see it, just up there where I put that yellow paint. That slides through the block and into the flywheel. And grab on the crank now with a 21, 22mm. As you can see, that there now is lock solid, like so. Leave that in and we can get this timing belt off. Once we've got everything locked up now, we've got the lower timing cover off. Just remove your crankshaft sensor off the bottom there because you don't want to be damaging again. If you do damage it, that vehicle ain't starting, is it? Right, we can do everything now from underneath, believe it or not. I can just reach a tensioner by there, we can slacken it off, we can get that timing belt off. And just with a little bit of magic, that timing belt is now removed. Now the condition of it isn't that bad, but however, the water pump, as you can see by the staining, it has been leaking. Does anybody else find that, like, rather than the belt breaking, it's a component that fails? That's what I'm finding lately. Let's get this water pump off. 11mm, undo them all, and don't forget to catch all the coolant in a nice little receptacle. You don't want your floors being covered in antifreeze because it's awfully greasy. Oh, I hate the stuff. And that is it. That is one water pump removed. Now we all know by now, Shaft Ryan 8 is my go-to timing belt kit and water pump. As you can see, the brand new water pump, and we've got a gasket to go on it as well. I see no end of people doing this. Do not use silicone weather the gasket. So all it needs is just the gasket. Now we can get it on and get it torqued up. And that is the brand new water pump fitted. Now let's remove round to one of the idlers, and it is part of the engine mount, the 16mm bolt going straight the way through it. We can get this out now and get it replaced. Now I've dropped the vehicle down just to put the timing belt on. As you can see, the new tensioner is on. Now I've got that belt on, I can take it back up in the air now and we can get this belt tensioned from underneath. Now the reason why I tensioned it from underneath is because as I'm putting tension on the tensioner, I can see the arm underneath. You can see it moving now. I see it just a little bit more clearly. And then once we've got it in place, we can get it torqued up to 21 Nm. Now once everything is pretty much put back together, bottom end, the reason why we have to put it back together before we spin it over by hand is because on the Woodruff key, on the crank pulley itself, there's a couple of mil either side, so the timing can be out. So we've tightened it up there with the pin in. And now what we're going to do, we're going to turn the engine over, make sure all our timing marks are spot on, and then we can carry on just building it up. God, I'm feeling rough. Now I've spun the engine over and I'm more than happy with the timing marks and how I've tightened that crank pulley up. is remove the starter motor, as you can see up there, and we've just wedged something into the flywheel so we can get 70 newton meters and then 60 degrees. Right, let's get it put back together. And there you have it, that car is now all back together. We put some fresh coolant in it, we've bled it up properly. Now let's get on the key and give it a big start. Let's just chuck my camera up there. That'll do. Let's get on the key. Oh, bloody two posters. And there we go, that is one car running. Now we've got the vehicle running, and while we're waiting for it to get up to temperature, we're going to just come underneath it. We're going to make sure that we've got no water leaks down the side of the engine here, and everything is as it should be. Now I'm going to put this belly pan back on. Oh, can't wait to get home tonight. Now as you can see, we've got the vehicle back on the floor. Now the coolant is circulating nicely. You can see we've got a little bit of steameroonie from there. Now let's have a little look at the temperature. This one over here, it is rising. Now what I'm going to do is take this car for a little bit of a test drive, a good 10-15 minute test drive, and make sure that everything is okay, because this gentleman has come all the way from Anglesey. So anyway, let's get it sent.